grade 12 students SE. This recording is going to shed light on argumentative writing. We explained before in class what do we mean by argumentative writing, but this recording is going to focus on the parts of argumentative essay, and it's going to give a thorough discussion of the different types of argumentative writing. So the content of this video is going to be divided into the parts of an argumentative essay, different types of argumentative essays, explaining a prompt for an argumentative writing. First of all, let me give you a definition of argumentative essay. An argumentative essay is a type of essay that presents arguments. That means two opposite points of view. If we want to have an argumentative writing, we need to show two opposite points of view. Whether these two opposite points of view are equally balanced or one side is presented more forcefully than the other. What are the 5 parts of an argumentative essay? The 5 parts include a strong introductory paragraph with a clear thesis, and we're gonna show it, the 3 body paragraphs with detailed evidence, and a compelling conclusion. So I advise you to write 3 body paragraphs. Students should also use transitional words and phrases to guide readers through their arguments. I've taken actually this from a certain site written in June 28, 2018. First of all, the introduction, which includes general statement including general ideas. I put them in different colors so that you can easily see and differentiate among them. Lead in sentence, which includes the 2 points of view, and the thesis statement. The thesis statement, it shows your opinion using transitions that show contrast, such as however, although, even though, and on the other hand. So it's important and necessary, or we can say it's a must, to use transitions that show contrast in your thesis statement. Bill body, we have different types. Method 1, point by point, when each argument with evidence followed by the counter argument. Method 2, argument in the first body paragraph, counter argument in the second body paragraph, and refutation in the third body paragraph. Actually, method 2, it's the easiest way to write and the most suitable way for getting high grades. That's why I advise you to use method 2 while you are writing argumentative essay. Third method, which is argument with evidence in the first body paragraph, counter argument and refutation in the second body paragraph, which is barely used. The conclusion, which shows a result and restatement of main ideas in different words. I'm going to show you certain figures that can clearly show the difference among the 3 methods. Before, I'll give you a general graph that show you the parts of argumentative writing. The first graph, which shows the parts of argumentative writing, it's the introduction, of course, with the thesis. We have supporting paragraph 1, which is the argument, and then counter argument, and then supporting paragraph 2, which is the refutation. Finally, the conclusion. So this is the easiest way to write argumentative essay, and as I told you, it is the easiest one to correct. So teachers usually prefer such types of argumentative essays, and that's why I advise you to use this type of argumentative writing. Second, we have here in this argumentative essay, we have the introduction. Here is the introduction that includes the hook or the general statement, background, and the thesis. We have claim 1 with evidence, claim 2 with evidence, and claim 3 with evidence. This is body paragraph number 1. Then body paragraph number 2, which is the counter argument or the opposing view, which has an evidence 1 and evidence 2. The third body paragraph, which is the refutation, so refutation 1 and refutation 2. These two are in the same body paragraph. So this one, this graph. It's exactly the same as this graph, but more detailed and more examples. So as I said, this is the best way to write argumentative writing. You start with the first body paragraph, this one, which shows the argument, the second body paragraph, which shows the counter argument, and the third body paragraph, which shows the refutation, and finally the conclusion. Here, it's another method of writing argumentative essay. We have introduction with the hook as well as the thesis. We have argument, support, argument, support, and argument, support. This is what we call point-by-point argumentative writing. That means you give the argument and then support and then the counter-argument. Argument, support, and then the counter-argument. The third method, I told you it's barely used when the counter-argument and the refutation are revealed in the same body paragraph. I advise you not to use the third method. So I advise you with the second method, okay? So this picture, actually, I'd like to show you that everything in life is an argument. Everything you face, it has a good point and a bad point. It has two opposing points of view. And that's why whenever you look at something, especially at the debatable issues, you have to show the argument and the counter argument, because everything in life has two sides, side A and side B. Now, let me explain the prompt that you are going to write about. Some people believe that nature is basic motive of our desires, while others believe that the society is the basic motive of our needs and inspiration. Which point of view do you support? Do you believe that man follows his natural instincts or the social norms? Does man satisfy himself or his social surrounding? In an argumentative essay of 250-300 words, argue for or against. Support your argument with enough evidence. So are you with the idea that man follows his natural instinct, or with the idea that shows man is following the social norms and what is socially accepted? Write your opinion in a well-organized argumentative essay.